welcome back to a brand new video. This is a tagged video that I'm taking part in. I was tagged by Super Dacob, and Super Dacob I've watched for years. Years. He's a wealth of knowledge about anything Chanel. He loves Chanel, and he's just such a great resource for handbag knowledge, about ready-to-wear knowledge, about the history of Chanel. Like, he really has a great perspective on luxury, and I really love watching his videos. If you look at his older videos, he's got many videos that go into like in-depth analysis about handbags in different styles and etc. And I've discovered since the pandemic started, I don't know if he was doing it before, but he does a really great live stream on Saturdays. And he literally, it's like basically watching, you know, like a talk show that's interactive, that you can't call into it, but you can chat. And I like the stamina this guy has for that. It's amazing. And it's just great. Sometimes I have it like playing, like, you know, on Saturday, like if I'm getting ready to go out. So if you guys really are interested, definitely tune in on Saturdays. Like, he talks about various topics and it's interactive, like everybody talks to each other. It's a really nice way to get to know people, and just being in the know of like, and be in the know on like luxury talk, like luxury news and fashion news, and he talks about other things as well. It's just a lot of fun, and I like the fact that he dedicates that time to people. I really admire. The pandemic has made people really lonely. You know, if you're home and you're isolated and you don't have, you know, you can't see your family, you can't see your friends, and I think the fact that he did this was amazing, because it really brought people together. So please go and tune in. So I think it was last weekend or the weekend before, I got a message and someone said, Dacob shouted you out, and it was Saturday. It was Saturday, and I was getting ready for, you know, dinner, and I was getting dressed, and I got a message, Dacob shouted you out, and right away, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Am I in trouble? What did I do? What did I say? Did I say something wrong today? But no, he shouted me out, which I'm very honored that he did. You know, he could have shouted out really, really big. I mean, he has shouted out some big YouTubers, but like, you know, really, really big names in the game, and little old me got shouted out, which was really nice. And so the shout out is the cheapest luxury handbag tag. And I kind of had this idea of a video kind of brewing in my head as well. Not necessarily cheapest luxury handbag, but the best entry-level handbag. I wanted to do a topic similar to that. And he got inspiration for this idea from Sophie Shohit's video, where she talked about, you know, 5 or 6 luxury handbags that you can get. And she does videos like this in the past too, where, you know, she'll rate certain luxury pieces under a certain budget. And you know, the case is now is like, sometimes you can do a video like that and then like give 6 months or a year, and then those bags are not in that budget anymore, because we have very aggressive price increases in the last like 2 years, I've noticed, right? So we know Chanel has increased their prices astronomically, so has other luxury houses that have followed suit. So cheapest luxury handbag, cheapest luxury designer handbag, cheap and luxury together are a bit of an oxymoron. We all understand that, but I think the idea is the best bang for your buck handbag that really makes an impact, and you'll get your money's worth. So we know that Chanel handbags in particular are very expensive now. It's a joke almost, and I mean, we're all participating in it, but it's a bit of a case, and I've mentioned this before, where I feel really stupid for telling somebody, oh, you can save up for a Chanel handbag. You can't, unless you have a very substantial, or like a good enough income where you can put away $1,000 to $1,500 a month, and you can put that towards your saving, and then that will give you some buffer room for any, you know, surprise price increase or currency adjustment that comes your way, like literally like every quarter almost, it seems. So I have actually, in my head, I'm thinking of like handbags that I would suggest to people that are kind of budget friendly, and not that they're cheap, but in comparison to other luxury houses that you get a lot of bang for your buck. And it's a great, I think, entry level piece. And when I say entry level, I know some people, they use entry level as a derogatory term, like look at them with their entry level handbags. No, I mean, if you want a luxury handbag and you want to get the most use out of it, and it's going to cover your bases, like there's not going to be one handbag that does it all for you, right? But we can get a luxury handbag, or a handbag that kind of hits different sectors of your life, and you'll get a lot of use out of it. And the beauty of luxury is when you see somebody really use their handbag. I know somebody who has a handbag from Louis Vuitton, and when she wears it, and she wears it a lot, and it's just beautiful to me because she really loves it and she uses it and really gets the worth out of it. And if I'm going to give somebody advice, like I want to give them genuine advice, like I want to suggest something that I personally like and will want to wear and use, something that I would suggest to my family, and I would buy it. I've actually been this close to buying it, but it's just, I probably will. It is a great handbag. I've seen a few videos done by people who are tagged, and they will pull out the cheapest luxury handbag in their collection, and they'll choose one. My understanding, I thought that we were going to choose a few, but I think I'll suggest one or two. I'm not going to pull anything out of my personal collection. Reason being is either it's not available anymore. So what's the point of showing that when saying, oh, hey, this is a great one, but then you can't even buy it, right? So there's no sense in me showing you that. And also, like, a lot of the stuff I have has gone up in price, and I don't feel that they're the most affordable in the context of luxury. So for that reason, I'm going to choose something that I have on my wish list and that I've come close to buying, and I probably will at some point. And that is the Lulu handbag from Yves Saint Laurent. So the Lulu is a beautiful line of handbags by this designer. So Yves Saint Laurent is a very well-known design house. A lot of people recognize the logo. It's because I think if somebody really wants to get into luxury, they want something that spells luxury, right? I know there are a lot of contemporary brands and a lot of independent brands, and some of them are actually expensive, like more expensive. But to me, like Longchamp is luxury, but it's not designer, right? And then there are contemporary designers like Coach, like Tory Burch, like Michael Kors, Kate Spade. These are contemporary brands, and they have really nice handbags as well from leather. I mean, you go to Tory Burch and they're just beautiful. Like some of their bags I touch, I'm like, wow, this is really good quality. But we're talking about designer, luxury designer. So I'm going to pick Yves Saint Laurent and their Lulu line. Comes in different sizes. There's a toy size, which is about yay big. It's very cute. It's very, there's quite a bit of usability there, but I'm not even going to suggest that. I would say the small size, so the next size up, that's the one I would recommend. That's under 3K Canadian. I'm going to put the prices up here. Canadian dollars, US dollars, and euros. To me, I'm kind of rating this as being cheaper than a Chanel wallet on chain. And that, to me, it's a handbag, but I mean, it is a small leather good. And in comparison, I would say, like, I mean, I'm not going to tell somebody, go to Chanel and get yourself a little clutch, right? No, because it's kind of useless, right? Like, they have these little card holders on chains. I'm not going to tell you to go buy that, right? That's not a bag. It's not going to serve you any use. So something that you're really going to use is the Lulu. And then there's a medium size, and then there's a large size, and those are quite substantial. I think the large size is almost kind of like luggage, which is also good. I think a large bag is amazing. And then the medium size is also pretty big size, but then I think you'll have some trouble taking that from day to night. So that's why I would choose the small size if I was going to suggest this as the cheapest luxury handbag that I would suggest to anybody. So under 3,000 Canadian, you're gonna add tax on top though. And we'll talk about tax and price just in a little bit. But here's why I really love this bag. It's all leather. It's got textile lining, so it makes the bag lightweight. The quilting is luxurious. It's thick. The leather is thick. It's luscious, like it's puffy yet not overly puffy. There's still some structure. It's relaxed, but it's not super sloppy. It can go day to night very easily. It's dressy yet casual at the same time. The Yves Saint Laurent logo is timeless. They haven't changed it. The opening is fuss-free. It's got a magnetic button and it just easily closes and opens. Like there's no fuss. I was this close to picking something like the Cassandra. I haven't seen it in person. Actually, no, I mean, I haven't looked at this before, but I remember like a lot of people do like it. And then when I did go see it in person, I was like, you know what, the closure's too finicky for me to suggest to somebody, and it didn't feel as substantial as the Lulu, even though it's more expensive. The Lulu, the chain, so there's 2 grommets on each side by side, kind of like the previous single flap Chanel classic flaps, right? So the single flap, they had the 2 grommets side by side. Now they go front and back. So it's very easy to play around with the strap. So it's like liquid. Like you don't have to open the flap and then adjust it. Like it's very easy. You can easily go single strap to double strap. It's a great shoulder length. So if you know, in Canada, when you're wearing a big parka and a coat, you can easily put it over your shoulder. And then you can easily turn it into a single strap, and then you can wear it crossbody. There's no back pocket, unfortunately. I wish it did have a back pocket, but it doesn't, so it's okay. But when you open the inside, it's got 2 compartments, and it's quite flexible, and it's divided by a middle compartment with a zipper. And it's a very nice, smooth, thick zipper, and you can put you can put things in there securely. It comes in loads of different colors. And some very beautiful neutral colors. Obviously, like it comes in black, which is amazing. It's got the, rustic sort of silver hardware, kind of like the Chanel ruthenium hardware. It comes with gold hardware, so it makes it a little bit more dressy. So both look really nice with it. And it comes in like a tan color. It comes in like a coffee, like a taupe color. There's a beautiful ivory. I've seen it in navy, I've seen it in like gray, I've seen it in burgundy, I've seen it in olive and army green. Really, really stunning colors that are available in different hardwares as well. So you can choose whatever you like. I mean, if it's a starter one, I always recommend black, but you don't have to go with what everybody else likes. The colors are stunning. You can purchase them at the boutique. You can also purchase them online as well. So if you wanted to purchase it, it'll come to your house. You can look at it at home, and if it doesn't sit well with you, you can return it. But I really love that bag. And the Lulu, the toy size is also quite nice too. I just don't like the strap with it, but you can take the strap off and attach something yourself. But I honestly think like go for the small size. Now the price has gone up too on these. Like I've seen a price increase of a good like $600 on these bags. But still, in comparison to other luxury houses of comparable size bags and comparable quality, I still think that this is the best bang for your buck you'll get. And if you can get it now, that would be great, because I think they will probably increase the price on these even more. So I definitely would say the Lulu is a beautiful, beautiful bag. So if it's your first handbag, I honestly think like you can't go wrong. Like you cannot get something of that price at Chanel. You can't go to Dior and get a handbag of that size. So definitely think that it is an amazing, it's totally worth it. When it comes to pricing, so if you're buying in Canada or in the province of Ontario, you're going to pay a 13% sales tax on top. Now, previously, I think, maybe 2 years ago, you could purchase Yves Saint Laurent on sites like Farfetch, Louis Sevilla, Roma, Matches Fashion, My Teresa, and sometimes you can use a coupon that they'll give you and you'll get a discount. And Yves Saint Laurent and I think other brands like Prada, Gucci have opted out of those codes because they don't want people getting a discount on their items. However, depending on where you shop, sometimes if you shop on a site long enough, they'll give you an exclusive coupon code that's linked only to your account, and it can work to give you a good 15% off or 10% off. If you shop at Louis Vuitton Aroma, if you shop there enough and you get points, you can actually accumulate those points for a voucher, and you can get like 300 euros off, which is pretty substantial. So you can get these at a little bit of a discount that way, but I mean, even buying it at full retail price, I think is totally worth it. So that is my pick, my honest pick. I would buy it myself, and I think that's how I would approach this video. With another brand I would consider is Salvatore Ferragamo. And I really love their shoes. Their leather is really nice on their shoes, and I've seen their handbags and they are really, really nice as well. There is one, it's the Trifolio, I believe. I'll insert a photo here. I think that's a really nice one. It is a bit larger, so I don't think that it'll go day to night as easily, but still nice. So the Yves Saint Laurent Lulu bag in the small size is my pick for this tag. Thank you so much, Super Dacob, for tagging me. And I will also tag a few people myself. I'm curious to know what you guys think. So I'm going to tag some Canadians. I'm going to tag the Luxonomy. I'm going to tag Fashion Junkie. Who else is Canadian? What other Canadians? Double Vanilla. Okay, I actually just recently discovered her channel. She's amazing. I'm going to tag you, Double Vanilla. I don't think you know me, but I know you. So I'm going to tag you. And who else? I'm going to tag Andrea. She's in Scotland. And another friend on here, Classics with a Quirk. Okay, so all of you guys, I want you to do this tag, and I'm curious to know what your picks are. I will see you in my next video.